But first, we're sharing an investigation into something most of you can relate to, the nuisance of robocalls. It seems like every day there's a new scam. We have the do not call list, so why are these annoying spam calls still reaching our phones? 13 News Now investigative reporter Laura Geller tackles this one for us.
In Martha Kane's apartment,
Scotty, one treat?
There are two personalities she speaks to regularly. Her adorable rescue dog.
Good boy.
And her assistant.
Alexa, turn the living room lights on, please.
Yes, this 75-year-old knows her tech. And it's technology she turned to deal with robocalls.
I was tired of a nuisance. It's an aggravation to have it ring in all the time and find out it's nobody you want to talk to.
So Martha bought a phone screening system for her number. It comes with a database of known robocallers and blocks those calls.
Hello, calls to this number are being screened.
And only when you identify yourself will the system allow your call to go through.
Call from
Laura Geller.
Hello. If I didn't have this phone, it'd be sitting in the chair. Phone would ring. You got to lean over, pick up the phone, find out you don't want to answer it, put it back down, get back comfortable doing whatever I was doing. Hi, ladies.
Martha says she worries about her fellow seniors who might fall victim to robocall scams.
I am IT savvy, so I avoid those kinds of things, but there are a lot of people that don't.
A lot of people. The latest data from RoboKiller shows phone numbers in the 757 average about 20 robocalls a month per person. That's just above the national average. And according to the FTC, Virginia ranked 7th last year for the number of complaints made to the Do Not Call registry. So we went to Richmond to talk to the state's top lawyer and find out exactly what officials are doing about this issue.
We all get robocalls. I'm the Attorney General, even I get them.
We have the Do Not Call list, we have the robocalls rule. Why is this still happening? Why are people still getting these calls?
With the technology changes that have been developed, it's gotten easy to get around those rules and those protocols, and so these calls are still coming in.
So Attroney General Mark Herring joined a group of about 40 state attorneys general. They're trying to find some other solutions to this problem because enforcement alone doesn't cut it.
These calls often work their way through a maze of local providers, so even if we're able to find out where the source is, where they're originating from, not only are they often out of state, but they are often overseas.
Now the nationwide coalition is holding meetings with several of the major telecom companies to discuss what technology is feasible to stop these calls and how those companies can get to these solutions faster. One of those systems is called STIR/SHAKEN. It's an acronym, and without getting into the weeds, industry leaders hope it will offer the same kind of relief spam filters and junk notifications do for your email. It's been in the works for a while, but hasn't been fully implemented just yet.
We also know that that technology alone is not enough, that they're going to still be coming in, and so we're working with the telecom companies to identify what other technologies might be out there, and it would be a good opportunity for, an enterprising telecom company to come up with the solution to fix it.
Back at her apartment with Scotty and Alexa, Martha is still skeptical about what's to come.
There's always somebody that's one step ahead of them. They figure out what's happening and they start all over.
In addition to the new technology, lawmakers are working on legislation to give the feds more power in the fight against robocalls. We also wanted to sit down with officials from the FCC and FTC to get more details about what those agencies are doing, but the government shutdown canceled our interview. Laura Geller, 13 News Now.